Okay, looks like we're alive one last time. All right. Last part of our quiz review is probably, aside from the fractions, the most challenging because there's a lot going on, okay? Um, I wanted to say too, really quick, that if you do this quiz review while I'm out, I am going to allow the reviews as notes on your test. Okay. I just feel like that's the fair thing to do, especially with me not there. So if you take good notes on this, please use it to help you out on your quiz when you take it this week. Okay. And this is very unfocused right here, so I'm gonna try my best. I hope you can see it still okay. Let's start with 11. So on 11 is our first time in this part, this video, where, oh, that's a little better, isn't it? In the video where we have variables on both sides of the equal sign, okay? So if we have variables on both sides of the equal sign, that means we need to cancel one of them out, okay? You can't have both. So I usually always cancel the one out that's on the right side. Eventually in algebra, that might help you with some inequality stuff, but you can cancel either one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by canceling out the 2x because you can't have two variables on either side. So to cancel it, I gotta subtract 2x. That's gotta cancel. The reason we do that is because it's on the different sides of the equal sign. So cancel that. Well, then you want to subtract it from the 6x over here because that's the one that it's like terms, right? You can't cancel it from the 64 because there's no x on it. So 6x minus 2x is 4x. Bring down minus 64. Put your equal sign down, and now we're going to bring down positive 44 here. Now this should look like what we started with, okay? So here's our x, right? We're going to not get rid of the 4 first because it's the closest. We want to get rid of the minus 64. So we're going to add 64 here and add it over here. Okay, so 4x, let's bring that down, equals 64 plus 44 is going to give us 104. Okay, and so then our last step is always, do we multiply by a reciprocal or do we divide here? All right, no fractions, right? So we divide. So divide by 4 here, divide by 4 here, and x equals 26. Yay, so smart, so smart. Okay, good. Next one, and this one's kind of jumbled here, so let me see if I can move this over. Okay. So next one is pretty complicated because we have parentheses, we've got variables on both sides, and they're all over. So no matter what, and no matter what a mess it looks like, if there are parentheses, we need to get rid of those first by distributing, okay? So let's put a 1 in front of the x here, and let's distribute. So negative 3 times 1x is negative 3x. Now don't forget this one, negative 3 times positive 3, type it in, negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. So we just write it down just like this. Don't add extra negatives. We're going to exchange negative and minuses, okay? Now don't forget about this guy, minus 4x goes over. It's right here. And then our equal and negative 7x minus 9 here. Okay, so we got rid of parentheses, but we still have 1, 2, 3 variables, okay? So let's split it up. This side only has 1, right? So nothing to combine. Let's put these together first. So negative 3x minus 4x. Let's combine that. So type that in, negative 3 minus 4. That gives us negative 7x. Bring down minus 9, okay? And then put our equal sign down. This side, we didn't do anything to that, so let's put that down. Okay, we still have 2 x's, and they're on opposite sides. Since they're on opposite sides and we're down to 2, one of them has to cancel. I always cancel the one on this side. So the opposite of negative 7x is to add 7x so that we cancel it by. If I add 7x over here, negative 7x plus 7x is 0, okay? That's okay. We're going to write it down, 0x minus 9. I know that looks weird, okay? And that means we're going to get a weird answer in a second. And this is now negative 9 when we bring it down, right? That minus has got to go with it. All right, keep going. I know it looks weird. The next thing, would we undo the 0 or the minus 9? Oh, we would undo the minus 9 because it's not right next to it. So we're going to add it, and we're going to add it here. Okay, now I have 0x. What's negative 9 plus 9? It's 0. All right, equals 0. This should look weird. If you end up with a 0 on both sides, the last lesson that you learned, it equals something special, right? A 0 on both sides means x equals infinite solutions. Okay? And the way that, infinite, I can spell. All right? And the symbol for that, if you want to know, is a sideways 8, right? Infinite solutions. And the way you can tell a 0 on both sides kind of looks like the infinity sign, like if you were to put that together. This is infinite solutions only when we get the 0 on both sides. If we only get the 0 on one side, it's different, okay? So that is what that looks like, all right? Next one. Let's keep going. We're going to just keep on trucking here so that we can get this last video done and hopefully help you on this quiz. All right, here we go. Okay, next one. Oh, again, another big long one, all right? But there's parentheses on both sides. Let's get rid of those first. Put a 1 in front of the x here. 2 times 1x is 2x. 2 times positive 7 is positive 14 equals. Okay, now over here is weird. Which one do you distribute, the 4 or the negative 2? Well, the negative 2 is the one right next to the parentheses, so this is what we distribute. Put that 1 in. So negative 2 times 1x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 5 now is positive 10. What about this 4? We didn't do anything with it, so that has to come down. I would star this one in your notes, okay? Because this is a challenging one. All right, now we have this. There's no parentheses. Do we have more than one x in there? We sure do. Are they on the same side? No. If they're not on the same side of the equal sign, we have to cancel one of them out. So I can either cancel this one or this one. I always cancel the one just personal preference on this side. So I'm going to cancel that guy out. So I'm going to add 2x, okay, by, and I'm going to add 2x here. All right, so 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 14 equals, well, I didn't use that 4 and I didn't use plus 10. Now you're like, wait, there's still a lot of things going on here. There's only one x. Can you combine the 4 and the 10 here? There's not x's on them, so yeah, of course you can. So we really have 4x plus 14 on this side equals, well, 4 plus 10 is 14. All right, there you go. All right, now we're down to the two-step equation. All right, so what are we going to cancel first? The 4 or the 14? 14. Yes, let's go. Minus 14, minus 14. Ooh. So now I'm going to write this over here, but I end up with 4x equal, what is 14 minus 14? It's 0. Okay, I did get a 0 again, but I didn't get 2 zeros, right? Like I got down here 2 zeros, so it's not infinite. Keep going, all right? The last step would be to divide this 4 out, right? Divide and divide. If you type 0 divided by 4, what does it say in your calculator? Does it say error or does it say 0? It says 0, doesn't it? This answer is not no solution. This answer is x equals 0. If you get it to the end, right, and you divide it, and it says 0, the answer is 0. But if it says error, the answer is no solution. Okay, last one. We're finally there. Sorry for such a long process of videos today, but I really want you guys to do well on this quiz. I am following you on Synergy and I am checking my email, so I'm hoping this will help you out. All right, All right, last one, big long one. Here we go. We got this. Let's go. Okay, so again, multiple sets of parentheses here. So let's get rid of those first. Put the 1 in here and a 1 here. Let's go. 14 times 1x, that's 14x. 14 times positive 8, if you type that in, should be positive 112. Equals, let's do this side. Ooh, that's a bad equal sign. Sorry about that. Okay, 4 times 1x is 4x. 4 times negative 7 now, right? 4 times negative 7 is negative 28. We just write it down with one minus sign. Don't add extras. Plus 10x, let's put that on there too. Okay, let's look. How many variables do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got to do something about that. If you look at both sides, there's only 1 on this side, but there's 2 on that side, right? So if there's 2 on the same side, we must put them together. Let's do that. 4x plus 10x gives us 14x on this side. Bring down minus 28 and put that back on there. Equals, now we didn't do anything to this side yet, so let's put it back down. 14x plus 112. Okay, we still have 2 variables, but they're on different sides, so we need to cancel one out. All right, I'm going to cancel the one on the right side. So, minus 14x, bye-bye. Minus 14x here. Oh, okay, 14x minus 14x is 0x. Okay, I'm going to have to get down here. 0x, that's okay. We know something weird's going to happen here. Plus 112 equals, bring down negative 28. Okay, which one would we get rid of next? The 0 or the 112? Definitely the 112. So subtract 112 and subtract 112 over here. Cancel. 0x equals negative 28 minus 112 equals, let's see, negative 140. Okay, last step. Would we multiply by a reciprocal or divide? We would definitely divide. Let's do it through. We know it's going to be with a 0 in it. All right, do it in your calculator. Negative 140 divided by 0. What does that equal? It says error, doesn't it? This time it says error. So what solution is that? This is x equals no solution. Okay? That's the difference. If it says error, it's no solution. Okay, a lot of math in one day, but you guys are doing great. Hang in there. Do your best on this quiz. We'll look at those grades. I think Miss Montano or Miss Sisler will be grading them for me and putting them in. I wish you guys luck. I miss you. I love you. And hopefully I'll be back soon. All right. Bye, guys.